These are the plaintiffs, Timothy and Patricia Brown. Patricia says the defendant knowingly sold them a sick puppy, a sick one indeed. The poor thing had double pneumonia and a pleura effusion, for doggone's sake. Unfortunately, her lung collapsed. She went into cardiac arrest and passed away. The cold-hearted defendant has been a nightmare throughout the whole ordeal, and they're suing the animal hater for $5,000, the state max, for all they've been through. This is the defendant, Sal Biondo. He says he told the plaintiffs the puppy had kennel cough, and if they had any problems, they should take her to his vet because it was included in the price of the pup. They chose to take her to their own vet, and when they told him what their vet said, he said he'd give them back their money if they returned the puppy. The plaintiffs refused to return the pup to him because if they had, he could have returned her to the pet store where he bought her, and everyone would have been square. He's accused of pooping out on a poor puppy.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Timothy and Patricia Brown?
Yes, good morning.
You are suing Sal Biondo and Amanda Kolzinski. You have power of attorney for Amanda?
Yes.
For $5,000 in vet bills and the cost of a dog that he sold to you that turned out to be sick. Tell me what happened.
Back in August, I had been thinking about getting a dog for quite a few months, and right around the time of Hurricane Irene, I went to get a propane tank filled at the local oil company, where I saw a flyer for Deja, and
Deja is the name of the dog?
Yes.
Okay.
And I inquired about the flyer I saw, and Sal worked there filling the tanks, and he told me that the dog was his.
What kind of dog was it?
She was a Siberian Husky.
Okay.
And further inquiry, I asked about the dog, whether, you know, who he got it from, whether it was from a breeder. And he stated, yes, it was from a breeder. I asked if she had papers. He told me that she did. So I made arrangements to meet, take my family and go take a look at the dog the following weekend. When we got to his apartment, the dog was beautiful. My wife, who's always been reluctant to get a dog, fell in love with her, and my daughter Cassidy was with me at the time. I asked if there was any problems with the dog because we noticed that one of her arms was shaved, and he stated that she had had kennel cough, but that she was treated and that she's okay now. So I gave him a down payment of $400. Then I came back the following Saturday, gave him the balance of the $650. And soon after, Judge, the dog had gotten very, very ill. She was in the emergency clinic for 4 or 5 days. Basically, she had so much fluid built up between the lung and the pleural sac that she couldn't breathe. So they ended up doing a chest tap and trying to remove the fluid. She almost died then. So
now, at this point, do you call the defendant and tell him what's going on?
Yes. I went to his place of work. I said, Sal, she almost died. What I want is reimbursement for whatever it's going to cost me for the vet bills.
And what was his response?
His response was that he was going to go to the pet store where he bought the dog from.
Well, didn't you think, were you surprised at that point? Because
yes, because I thought he ordered her from a breeder. That's what he told me. I later found out that he didn't buy the dog from the pet store. The owner gave her to Amanda.
Okay. What's going on? How'd you get this dog?
Okay. My stepdaughter, she worked for a pet store. She I want the dog. My stepdaughter.
I'm sorry, wait, slow down. Your stepdaughter worked for a pet store.
Right, and she and I wanted a husky, and well, she got a husky for me. So she gave me the husky and everything like that. When I first got the dog, it did have a little bit of a wheezing. So I took it to like a vet place that I went to But then I called back to the pet store and I explained to them. I says, listen, she does have a little bit of a wheeze, and I want to take her to a vet.
Wheeze?
She said that was the kennel cough.
There's a difference between a dog having a cold and a dog having serious respiratory issues that'll kill her.
Well, at the time that it just had kennel cough, and that's what I explained to where I got the dog. He's okay. He goes, well, she does have a 5-year warranty, and she does have a vet where it won't cost you.
5-year warranty? What pet store gives more than what the law requires them to give? 5-year warranty? Can I see the warranty from the pet store?
This is what he gave me.
And so, did you bring the dog to the pet store?
No, he sent me to a vet that's covered by her, but that's covered under him.
Okay.
So I took him to the vet and everything like that.
What's the name of that vet?
Mills, something like that.
Okay, now this is a separate package that you can purchase from the pet store. Did you purchase that package? Because you didn't even purchase the dog.
He told me it was included with it.
Okay, do you have paperwork to prove that was included with your purchase, with your non-purchase, with the gift? I'm not getting it. Your stepdaughter didn't pay for the dog, right?
No, she worked it off with him. They took it out of her.
Okay, so you're just handing me a photocopy of something that they offer at the pet store, but it's not proving to me that you purchased that. It's a package they sell. Because normally, the law doesn't require that they warranty the dog for 5 years, so I'm a little surprised that a pet store would.
Right.
And that's why I asked you for it. And then when I see it, I don't see your signature on it. I don't see their signature on it. I don't see that you have such a warranty or that you bought it. Did you buy this warranty?
No.
So now you take the dog where?
I took it to my vet.
To your vet?
Well, his vet. Dog
and
vet, right.
And that clinic's name, let me see that. That clinic's name is what?
This is, my doctor was Dr. Mills.
Okay,
and,
but you didn't take it to your doctor, you're talking to there? All right, you say that these records show that all that was wrong with the dog was kennel cough?
Yes, I told him that the dog did have kennel cough, that the hospital did have the dog for a week and a half.
A week and a half for kennel cough?
Yeah, because they said they put her on some kind of...
Are you giving me all of those hospital records?
That's everything they gave me when I asked them for all her records.
Your Honor,
what's missing from this are the actual notes of the doctor about what needs to be done. This is just like tests they ran on her. Where are the notes from the doctor that say what needs to be done?
Your Honor, he disclosed to me that first he had taken the dog to Deer Park Animal Hospital. I had my
That's
vet...
a different hospital than the records he gave me. Okay, let me see that. Did you take the dog to Deer Park Hospital first?
First, when I did take her there, yeah, I did, because I wanted to go somewhere where I could take her to an emergency. And then when they told me that she had kennel cough, that's when I contacted.
Okay, here's a
the pet
bill
store.
issued to you from Deer Park Animal Hospital for $1,000. Did you pay them?
No, because I told them they were just doing a checkup on her.
So
that's what it would have been if I would have had all that stuff taken care of with her.
These are stool sample, diagnostic for catheterization, fluids, intravenous fluids.
They didn't take any of that on her.
Okay.
I was in the room with her the whole time.
Okay, so what they said was, this is an estimate.
Right.
Okay, for hospitalization for what they said needed doing, and you chose not to do it. Father brought dog, very ill, lethargic, not eating, gagging. Decided to take back to pet store to see if they would help. Unable to pay anything. Said we'll have daughter call. Spoke to owner. Took back to pet store. Hospitalized with vet associated with pet store. Doing better. Is that accurate?
Right, I took the dog to them, and then...
Did you tell these people any of this stuff before you sold the dog to them for $650? That the dog had been in and out of hospitals during the whole time that you had it?
I told them that the dog was in the hospital for the kennel cough.
Yeah, but this isn't kennel cough. You keep saying that. And I don't...
Well,
this
that's what I
isn't
was
kennel
told
cough.
that it was.
Okay, and the dog has passed, correct?
Yes.
All right, when did the dog die?
November 12th.
So you had the dog from the time that you obtained the dog, and was it August? September. Till November.
We bought her September 4th. That estimate is dated August 1st.
Yeah.
So they knowingly sold us a sick dog. And she had been sick for a very, very long time.
And she should have had that care that we ended up giving her.
She had
on
the care.
September 23rd.
Early on.
Early on, she probably would have made it. And we wouldn't be standing here.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So if somebody's selling a dog and the dog is sick, does the seller have a duty to tell the buyer what the nature of the problem is? What do you think?
I don't think he does. Life's a grind.
Life's a grind? That's it? What do you think?
I think he does because a dog's sick and no one wants to buy a sick dog.
What do you think, ma'am?
Absolutely he has to disclose it. Absolutely.
Okay, fair enough. I can't believe life's a grind. Whoa, harsh going inside the courtroom.
Mr. Biondo, explain something to me. Let me tell you how this looks. This looks like you got a free dog. This looks like the dog was going to cost you too much money to cure. So you deliberately and fraudulently sold a sick dog to someone else, turned a $650 profit, and made the sick dog who you would not get care to another family's nightmare. Tell me, because I really don't want to think it's as bad as it sounds, that is not what you did.
No,
Persuade me that it's not how it looks.
No, it's not how it looks, because I even offered him plenty of times. And when he came to my job, I says, if you want to, I'll give you the money back for the dog. I'll just take the dog back and I'll deal with it.
Who's going to do that?
okay.
The law doesn't require anybody to do that. The law, don't put that face to me. That's very condescending. No, the law doesn't require people to return the dog. The law doesn't require people to act like they have no soul and that they haven't bonded with the dog.
Well, I even tried to work it out with him.
They're trying desperately to give the dog the care that you didn't. I'm going to put to aside the question of whether it is sane from a legal perspective to spend 8 times the amount you paid for a dog on the dog's care. I'm going to put that to aside, but I feel the need to note it. Why? Because I want people out there to understand that when you come to court about vet bills, it's reasonable vet bills. And unfortunately, although we love our dogs like we love our children, and sometimes they're even easier to get along with when you have teenage girls.
They don't talk.
They don't talk back. It's unconditional love.
Well, she did talk.
They don't roll your eyes, and you don't have to drive them to the mall.
But it was a whirlwind.
But sometimes,
It was just...
sometimes, you know, I mean, you can't have a $30,000 bill for $650. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
But I don't even get there here. Do you know why I don't get there here? I'm going to tell you why. Because if I think it was a fraud, and not a breach of contract, where it turns out the dog was sick when you transferred the dog. That's just a breach of contract case. That's 99% of what I have in front of me in dog cases. But if I think that the evidence shows that you had a dog that was free, knew it had all these illnesses, respiratory issues that would eventually kill it, and rather than euthanize the dog, or give the dog to someone with full disclosure of what it was going to cost them, you actually were so low as to attempt to turn a profit on this disaster. Then I find you guilty of fraud, which carries with it punitive damages. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, making these people suffer like that and making that dog suffer like that. You don't deserve to be a pet owner one day of your life. $5,000 verdict for the plaintiffs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See what the defendant has to say about this. That is a total victory for the plaintiff against you. What you feeling coming out here?
Oh, I feel like they do deserve it, but I didn't sell them a sick dog. I was told it was well, and as far as I was concerned, my vet told me he was well and it was all better.
All right, right around the corner here. There he goes. All right, so come on in here. So you got money, but does that replace
Never.
the dog?
No.
Look at her.
No, that's a cute dog. It's a really cute dog.
Yeah.
I would just like to state that anybody looking to purchase a dog, go to a reputable breeder. I read a lot about it, and the puppy mills, the dogs are usually stressed. They're usually in cages together. They're taken from their mothers too early, and they end up with respiratory or other problems.
All right. Okay. Harvey?
Okay, the judge mentioned fraud, and when you have fraud, the judge can award punitive damages. The judge has a lot of discretion in deciding how much to award by way of punitives. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.